He's been in the league a long time. One of the top 2-3 players in the game. The Slim Reaper. Absolutely love his game. Hate the fact that he left, OKC and teamed up with a bunch of other great players in Golden State, but we're not going to even get into that today. KD got a little sensitive mama's boy side to him. He does. He was upset he couldn't bench 185 pounds, which for people that don't lift weights, I don't think that you have ever have to have lifted weights in your life if you're a grown man, especially an athlete, even though you're skinny. I don't think you have never had to lift weights in your life to lift 185 pounds. Like what they do in the NFL and football in general, like I've always remembered, even when I was like in JV football, we always maxed and, see how many times you could do 225 pounds. So it was always 220. You started with 225, and you see how many times you could do that. 185 pounds? I think LOP, Kara could do that. I'm not joking. No, I'm not joking. I think my daughter Kara can lift 185 pounds, can bench press 185 pounds. So, hey, it doesn't matter. I agree with him. To a large degree, man. Bench press, really, what does that mean in basketball? If you can play, you can play. And I've said this before as well. Kevin Durant, man, he's a guy that was put on this earth to play basketball. The man is like 7 foot tall, long arms. We actually met him before when we were at the All-Star game, and where was the All-Star game at? Las Vegas, the only All-Star game that I ever went to in my life. And he actually walked by. Him and Dirk Nowitzki don't look real. Like they were specifically, is the better word, they were specifically put on this world, on this earth, to play basketball. All right? This man is 7 foot tall, long arms, can run all day and night, can jump, can do it all, can shoot the jump shot, can drive to the basket. He can do everything. Bench presses I agree with him. It has nothing to do with nothing. So I agree, but damn, he sound real salty many, many years after the fact. This sounds like a bitter dude about this damn combine. I agree. Once again, I agree. But, wow. It sounds like he's scarred for life. From Gilliard Road's finest in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Gilliard Road's finest says, last time I had some Ciroc Red Berry, I rolled some chick walls out. I rolled some chick walls out. To this day, she ain't called me back yet. Yes, sir. You better without her, cuzzo. From Brian Hill, much better vodka out there than Ciroc, but big ups. Well, I'm a vodka drinker myself. And so I understand what you're saying, but it's in context of that story about richest hip-hop moguls, people, or whatever, man. Ciroc, per this conversation, is damn good. I don't have a problem with it at all. And a lot of it is the brand. I drink Pinnacle. I drink what's the other one? I can't even remember the name of it right now. White label, black writing. That's pretty much all the vodkas I know. But yeah, I drink Ciroc. I like Ciroc. I got a couple bottles, as a matter of fact, at the house that I have stored away for a rainy day. From Dobby, Drake only a few years in. The rest of them ninjas 20, 30 years in the game. True. Talking about Puff Daddy and Jay-Z and all of them cats. You're right. Damn near 30 years. From, let's see, Sidney Jackson, understand D's. You got me with the old D's nuts thing. From KC, Bethune must have thought there would be money involved somewhere down the road. Yeah, like I said, it's the reason why you have DeVos or Henry McMaster in the case of South Carolina, man, is because you hoping that somebody going to stroke you a check. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. And I've heard very good arguments from the administration side of it on why, HBCU should play, quote unquote, the game. I don't know, man. My pride really, 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 really can't take nothing like that, man. It really can't. It just can't, man. Edison Jackson's a damn fool for inviting that B from 334 Bama boy. So they decided to screw those kids' graduation like that. Shaking my head, BPA to the president. And that's the thing about it, man, is there's so many worthy people out there that are HBCU graduates or attended HBCUs. I remember a couple years ago, man, there was this big controversy about Puffy speaking at Howard's graduation ceremony. And I didn't have a problem with it at all. Now, Puffy, he didn't graduate from there, but he went to Howard, and he's a success. So it's kind of, there's so many people out there, man, so many successful people, man. Taraji Henson went to Howard. Oprah Winfrey went to Tennessee State. The list goes on and on and on. And the only reason that you would have somebody like that to speak at an HBCU is because you're putting money ahead of ethics and morals. I don't know, man. And I'm not a political guy. That's the problem. I don't get it because I'm just not a guy that plays those types of games. I'm just not. And wow. And they mad. And if you see the video of Bethune-Cookman, all of the professors, staff that are on stage behind DeVos, like they had this look in their face like they were so disgusted that these students stood up and did this. I'm disgusted at you. Disgusted at you. I'm looking at these people on the stage, and all these people got these doctorate degrees and these masters, and they're very smart, and they're educated and whatever, man, and they just don't get it. Those students at Bethune-Cookman got 60,000 signatures. 60,000. That's not enough signatures to tell you what you're doing is wrong? Really? How many signatures did you need? 1 million? 2 million? Come on, man. And you're right. Whoever said it, it's about the kids. It's about those kids in their 4 years. So their last memory of their time at Bethune-Cookman was this chick? Cornelia Small says Dr. Jackson is well accomplished. That's the president of Bethune-Cookman, but he's about to mess up his entire legacy over letting them put their hand up his butt. Puppet. That's what he's saying. He's a puppet. And I don't know, Cornelia Small, if you went to Bethune or not. I don't know a lot about Bethune. Closest I ever came to hanging out at Bethune is when I went to Daytona Beach back in the early 1990s. I'm pretty sure Bethune-Cookman is in Daytona Beach, so I was down the street drinking some OE. From Sidney Jackson, the president of the HBCU, where my wife worked, was one of those cheesing idiots that went to D.C. to meet the orange dude. He had a white guy speak at their graduation, too. He had his Yes Massa Act in full effect. It's time that we got rid of these old obsolete Negroes who still believe white is right. From D.C. Cavalier, at the end of the day, let's face it, we as black people do such a poor job of supporting our HBCUs that a lot of the support money comes from, I lost it, damn. Okay, here we go. Comes from white folks. Many times they are liberal, left-leaning white folks, but some right-wingers too. And that's the balancing act, man. A lot of, we're a state-funded school. And so, one hand, like I couldn't even understand the mindset of allowing somebody like Henry McMaster to come speak at South Carolina State. But on the other hand, man, they got a bigger responsibility, man, for funding. And I always hear that argument. Well, we get many discussions about this between the alumni, man, and the right and the wrongs of it. And I understand the arguments from people from that side of the coin, man, but I don't know, man. And what you're saying is right. We really do need more support from alumni and people that support HBCUs. It's just tough, man. Thank you for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Mike check, Doug. This is your humble host, Marcus Harper.
Marcus Harper, Sports Talk with Soul. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yes, you brought up Betsy DeVos. And I just wanted to remind everybody before I say what I'm going to say, Saturday, 9 a.m. on WSME Radio. Check me out. The Marcus Harper Show will be going live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 9 a.m. Saturday morning, right here on WSME. I'm looking forward to it, brother.
But you brought up Betsy DeVos. Can you confirm this $5 million was the price?
For what?
For her showing up. Bethune-Cookman received $5 million?
I haven't heard that.
Okay.
And all the different stories that I've read, I've never seen that figure that Bethune-Cookman received $5 million for allowing her to speak. I haven't heard that yet. I'll look it up, though. I'm going to look for it when we're done with the show today.
Okay, because that would give me pause.
Right. Yeah.
Because $5 million is for the school, it's for the students, and we all know you went to HBCU, I went to HBCU. We could use the money. Definitely.
And that's what I'm saying, man. That's the tough discussion in this whole thing, man, is that money, if it's $5 million, whatever millions of dollars you get from something like that, from a relationship with somebody like that in state government, $5 million pays for a kid that probably wouldn't be able to go to school. Talking about scholarship monies and what have you, man. So it's a real tough discussion.
Absolutely. And like Alex Ovechkin in the Washington Capitals in the second round, I'm gone.
And he's gone. All right. And he's gone. LD from the D. Same here, loose neck, and I went to Michigan State. Fake rolled up printed paper. Diploma was mailed later. From who do we have here? The 47 Problem, Make America White Again. From Redland Kirk, how about you give me the funding and money first, and then I will think about inviting your ass to my school. Right. And that's why what Mr. Harper just said just now, usually they'll pay somebody like that to come and speak at a university. They don't that particular person doesn't, guarantee the school getting this amount of money or that amount of money. From Mr. Harper Griff, basically what university isn't about that money. From Redland Kirk, or from Clay, 5-star Davis, 334. The DeVos family has great influence in Central Florida from what I heard. So Betsy speaking at Bethune was most likely a favor. From Sin, I wish sometimes I had gone to an HBCU. Best 4 years of my life. Easily. I mean, it's not even close. Best 4 years of my life. I've had a good life in relative terms. Made a couple of dollars. Had a lot of fun. Done some very exciting things. But don't nothing touch the first 4 years or my 4 years at South Carolina State University. Yeah, from Sidney Jackson, which HBCU president got fired because he spoke out against going to D.C. to smile for the orange dude? It was the president, and I don't know if it's already happened or not. It was Marcus Harper's president, the president of Morehouse. There was some talk that he was about to get fired because he was critical of the HBCU presidents going to smile in the face of the orange dude. 334 Bama boy. Doug, I think that was Talladega College in Alabama. It was Talladega. About the marching band that performed at the inauguration. That's what it was. It was Talladega. Appreciate that. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Hey, we're going to take a quick little break. Back in 2 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show.